Good morning, everyone. I'm sitting out here in my son's pepper garden. Check this out. Check his peppers out. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. That's not what I have on my mind, but I just thought they're in there. With all that's been going on in Kerrville and the flooding in the Carolinas and all, my wife told me this morning that two of the Texas teams have given $50 million apiece to render aid. And that's great. That is fantastic. You know, we always talk about how the government should blah, blah, blah. The government should blah, blah, blah. And then we whine because they raise taxes. Well, how about this as a thought? How about if you take 1 week's tithe? Now, I know the Bible says give it to your church, but could you imagine how much it would mean to those philanthropic organizations that are scraping to give money, scraping to get help, get aid? How much water, how much food, how much assistance, temporary housing, all that. If we would take just 1 week's tithe and get it to a philanthropic organization rather than our church. Talk to your pastor. I love my church with all my heart. Sweet people, generous, good, caring. I have another church family in Apalachicola, Florida that are just as good, just as caring, just as loving. And they all give and they give and they give. But it's more than just giving. It's reaching out, not saying someone else should. Saying, I should, I will. So I challenge each one of you, take 1 week's tithe. Talk to your pastor and ask if they're okay with it. 1 week's tithe and give it to a philanthropic organization. Now, of your choice, I'm not going to tell you who to give it to. That's your choice. Do that. And instead of the government having to reach out and help with stipulations, strings attached, we can help people. We can change lives. We can show America. We can show the world that America cares about its people. That America cares. I don't care if they're the race, the color, the gender, the orientation. That is absolutely irrelevant. People, brothers, sisters, children have life-changing needs. So I'm asking you, I'm begging you, reach out. 1 week's tithe, just one, and it would change the whole landscape. Okay. Have a fantastic day. Like, share, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Love you guys.